This is our heat pump that cost £3,300 more to install than a brand new gas central heating on-demand boiler would have cost us had we have gone for that. We needed something new because our previous system was on its last legs. That was years ago, and I've got years worth of data now in terms of running costs. And I should point out that the house has exactly the same insulation levels now as it did years ago. Nothing has changed, and it's a misconception that you need to hyper insulate your property. You don't. It makes it cheaper to run a heat pump, yes, but it also makes it cheaper to run a gas central heating boiler. Whatever you've got heat in your house, insulation is the first thing I would do. But in terms of these things, because they have to financially justify themselves, it seems, how much are the running costs? Now I'm going to give you two figures here, what it actually costs us and what it would have cost us if we didn't have the solar panels and the home battery system, because they do make a massive difference. Right, well, as you can see, I'm stood next to this. It's -4 right now and the snow is due any second, and somehow I'm still managing to talk without this thing drowning me out. So that's the first thing I want to get rid of. Now, because I'm a total clot, I've wrote these down because I've tried to do... Oh look, it's doing a defrost cycle! Oh no, how will I cope with the noise that this thing is producing? Oh dear. Running costs. If we didn't have any solar, no home batteries, no time of day tariff, it was literally a straight swap from the gas central heating on demand to a heat pump. Electricity is more expensive than gas, but these are more efficient. And for us, in our specific property, you're looking at £1,068 for gas, in terms of how much gas we used, plus a little bit of electricity consumption as well. They do use electricity to gas boilers. So everything added, and this is all in a previous video if you want my workings out or proof, £1,068. If we had a heat pump, again at today's prices, with no help from anything, it's near as damn it exactly the same price. So we would be no better off in terms of pure running costs with a heat pump versus the gas central heating boiler. Effectively, the efficiency of this is cancelling out the fact that the gas is cheaper. Now, if you added a time of day tariff to that, which is available to almost everybody, you know, that's simply ringing up your energy provider, then you're probably looking at a few £100 a year saving. Considering that we spent £3,300 more to get the heat pump in the first place, then from a purely financial perspective, again, most people wouldn't choose to do that. It wouldn't make pure financial sense. So, what about the stuff we do have? We have the solar panels, we have the battery system, we have the Holy Trinity, as it were, and of course with the heat pump. That's why we chose to get this. Well, that £1,068 that it would have cost us with our gas boiler, again at today's prices, are now £374. So we're near as damn it £700 a year cheaper, better off with this instead of the gas central heating boiler. But that is because our electricity is a lot less than standard, because of the solar panels, because of the home battery as well, predominantly of that. Especially with the time of day tariff, that's what makes the biggest difference for us, because when we need this the most, the sun's, well, the least. So we're looking at £3,300 worse off installation costs, but £700 a year better off running costs. So we're looking at about 4.5 years before it breaks even, as it were. And these have a lifespan similar to that of a gas central heating boiler. And I have included, just to make it very clear, I have included the £40 a year extra that it costs us to service this compared to if we had a boiler. So effectively we've got to the stage of, if you have solar panels, or mainly the battery, or both, then these will save you money over their lifespan. Effectively, they'll save you more than they'll cost. I'm not saying it's the best financial thing you can do with that pot of money, I'm just saying you can justify it, you can use man maths. If it's a straight swap, then for us, no, it probably doesn't make sense. But of course, every house is different. I am not pretending that every house can have a heat pump, or they will even suit a heat pump. Will it heat any house? If installed properly, yes. This thing can match any, or pretty much any temperature that you will ever use in your radiators. So if you use 60 degrees flow rate in your radiators with your gas boiler, this goes beyond 70. So it's not a case of can it heat, it's a case of whether it heats it enough, cheaply enough for you to justify its existence. And of course there's the space side of it, where's it going to go? And yes, as I said earlier, oh no, the noise. Gas central heating boilers won't get any cheaper. They're pretty much at the cheapest they'll ever be. And then there's labour costs on top of that. Whereas heat pumps, they are getting cheaper year on year. The more people produce them, the more people buy them, the cheaper they're going to get. So in another 5 years' time, I expect this to be quite different. But at today's prices, then yes, it's going to cost you more for installation, and it will probably not save you any money if you've got nothing else to help out. Because these use electric, you can generate your own electricity if you can get solar panels, and you can utilise time of day tariffs if you have a home battery system. So without those, then, well, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I couldn't give a crap if you buy one of these or not. People think I'm a shill of the industry and I get paid to peddle this sort of crap. I wish. Because that exists, doesn't it? There are organisations out there that pay tiny YouTubers such as myself to say positive things. If you think that's a thing, then you just, yeah. Now, of course, you might say, I've had like 15 grand quotes. I don't know where you're getting £3,300 from. Remember, that's £3,300 more than the gas central heating boiler. That's not the actual cost. That's how much extra it was. Because we needed something, so therefore that was the difference. So it was the same company, and we got several quotes from other companies as well, but basically they could do both, and that was the difference. If you think it's going to cost you 15, 20, 25, £30,000 for a heat pump, then I don't know where you're getting your quotes from. It should be nowhere near that unless you live in a castle or something like that, or some sort of mansion. A standard UK house, it should be nowhere near that. But get 3 quotes. Always get 3 quotes, and as I say time and time again, the architect, the person who designs the system, who determines whether or not this is a 5 kilowatt, 7 kilowatt or whatever, is key. The rest of it's just basic plumbing, but the architect of it, the heating engineer that designs the system, is who determines whether it works or not and is cheaper to run. There is one more thing that I feel I need to say as well. When this becomes end of life, so let's go in the future and I need a new heat pump. I've already been quoted at today's prices, again these should get cheaper, £2,500 for a new heat pump. Because the bulk of the installation costs that people hear about in the Daily Mail comment section is when some idiot decides to replace all the radiators, all the piping, the heat pump, everything. But once that's in place, even if it was needed, which the majority of the time it isn't, but once you've got everything in place, you're just changing this thing. It's no different from changing a gas central heating boiler. We changed 4 radiators of 13, and ultimately that was just going from single panel to double panel. It was on and off, very cheap, and that was the only disruption. You might need bigger radiators. Your installation costs may be more expensive, they might be a lot smaller. So this is just us. I'm not saying this is what you will get, but that's why ultimately I want you to use this video as your research, as part of your research to say, well, okay, if we take and assume that that's our running costs, let's see how much our installation actually is. Because you might be surprised. A lot of people have the perception that's up here, and in reality it's down there. Yes, you can get a heat pump with micro bore. It will be less efficient, but it will work. Same with the gas boiler. So just see. Things are changing. Things are getting better. These can get hotter, cheaper to run, cheaper to buy. And like electric vehicles, it will change in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, 15 years' time. So to recap, this 5-bedroom and 150, I think, square metre in terms of floor space house is costing us £374 a year to run, in terms of that's all our heating and hot water costs. Obviously we've spent a lot on the solar panels, the battery and this, and if you want to know how much they've saved us in total, there's a video for that as well. Apologies for the van going past, I'll keep going. So yeah, we've spent a lot, but ultimately they save a lot more than just the heat pump. I think we're looking at about 1,900 quid, about £2,000 a year saving by having all 3 compared to not having all 3. So I always say the same thing. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, are these 3 things. The more pieces you have, the more sense they make. But of course, you've got to be able to afford the installation, and have somewhere to put them. I'm not saying these are cheap, but they're a lot cheaper than you probably think, especially solar, especially batteries, and these are getting cheaper as well. And it's taken us 7 or 8 years to get all three. It's not like we just did it in one go. We saved up. We didn't go on a holiday. In fact, my daughter was 12 before we went abroad because we just did UK holidays. Partly because that's what you do with kids, but partly because we wanted to save money and invest in the house. 370 quid a year for all our running costs in terms of heat and hot water. If prices skyrocket, we barely notice. That's why we've done this. So anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. Don't remember the membership, 99p a month, that's a bargain too. And well, I'll see you soon. Cheers.